No, we are. All right. Once we have our living things together, this is called a what? It's not a habitat. It's not an ecosystem yet. They're all living together. They must be not together in one house, but all around each other. It's not. When you go home and you have the different people and different things that live around you, this is a community. Which can be considered a habitat, but it is called a community. And a community is a group. It's no longer a group of the same organism. It's a group of living things in the same environment. From there, what did we add? We started to add our non-living things like we added the sun. So I can put my sun over here. We definitely added the pond. So I'm going to put water. What else did we add? My non-living things. Okay, good. We added some rocks. I'll put a little rock here. Another rock here. So we have rocks. What else did we add? My non-living things, speak up. Kennard, weren't you a non-living thing? Okay, so tell us then. He was the wind. So we have our air. Any other non-living things were out there? Not for the most part? No. What is this called? Now that we start building even more. The total overall is what? Say it louder. This is your ecosystem. And an ecosystem is a group of what? Living and non-living. So that would mean they're interacting with one another. Non-living things interacting together. Or interacting. You should have some space on your paper somewhere, maybe on the side, or even if... Where's your picture at, Jenny? Okay, underneath your picture or somewhere near your picture, we can either put it on here or on this side. We have abiotic and biotic. What's abiotic? What's bio? Life. So these definitely have something to do with life or living things, correct? Abiotic means non-living. Why? Why does abiotic mean non-living? No, I didn't ask you why are they non-living. I'm asking why does abiotic mean non-living? So why does a non-living? A means non, just like we have anaerobic. Abiotic is non-living, which would be things like our rocks, sun, what else? And the wind. Biotic would be your living things. And that would be everything else. Once we move further, we're not going to go into much depth of this. We're not going to really draw this here. We move on to having a biome. And a biome, if you can see, we build together. We'll just say we have maybe we have tundra. Maybe we have what? Rainforest. Rainforest, desert. What else? Arctic. And that's the four. These are what? So a biome would be a group of similar ecosystems. Because look how we're building it. So this is a group of similar ecosystems. Now, tundra is not the same as rainforest, is not the same as Arctic, is not the same as desert, but I put those there because those are different biomes. But if we start having a bunch of deserts together, that would be a biome of similar ecosystems. And then lastly, we have something called the biosphere. And that would be planet Earth is a type of biosphere. So notice we're building an individual organism. When you add them together, you get a population. When you start adding other populations of different species, then you get a community. You put all those communities together with all the non-living things, you get an ecosystem. You start having several different types of those things, then you get biomes. Any questions about that? All right, talk to your group about one thing you've learned while I get situated for the next part. Quickly. All right, now you're going to take your papers and you're going to turn to the next page like this. I'm going to just place 2 more sheets of paper up here so that I can have more space. But now we're flipped over and we're here. And at the top, we're going to label that biodiversity. Talk to your group about what you think biodiversity means using those words.
The life of
All right. On that one page, we are titling it Biodiversity. It is not 2 words, but I just broke it up like that so that you can see the 2 words in the one word. Any questions? Okay. I'm going to do it in pink and black. I think that'll work. So biodiversity is the characteristics of many ecosystems on Earth. So, bio means, diversity means
like a variation.
a variation. So we're looking at the variety of life in a particular ecosystem, in this case. So if we go to a particular ecosystem and everything's dead, is it biodiverse?
No.
No. But if you have several, like this ecosystem here, living things, then we can say it is biodiverse. There's biodiversity there. Questions for that? All right, we've already titled out ecosystem, so we're not going to write that on here. Are you guys used to that or no?
Yeah, we are.
Pretty much used to it? All right, so what we're going to put here, we're going to put types, and then we're going to break that same sheet that you have. Again, we're here. Right underneath. Don't let 80s baby in, somebody.
You want to start those ones?
Yep, because we're just going to put types. And then we're going to break it up into threes. But we're only on this half of the sheet. Break it up into threes. So this would be where your fold is on your paper. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So we're on top. This is where your fold is. And we're breaking this up into threes. All right, so our three types, we have ecosystem diversity, we have species diversity, and we have genetic diversity. Now, what I want you to do is this group here, I want you to talk to your group together about what do you think falls under ecosystem diversity. This middle group, using this information of what you know, talk about species diversity. And my last group, genetic diversity. And going back to you guys can take, split the table up. Bestie and Hernandez, species diversity. Shauna and Brandon, ecosystem diversity. Come back up here, Drika. You two will talk about genetic diversity. Go.
So genetic diversity is like a lot of different characteristics as far as like in the ecosystem. So like different make like the way the animals are made.
All right, freeze. Where's my ecosystem diversity? You two are ecosystem? All right, give me some information. Speak up, Brad.
Ecosystem diversity, in my opinion, is two different ecosystems. That's my
But what's an ecosystem? You can't say two different ecosystems. You have to be specific. Help them out, Simon. Tell me what this is. Don't give me this ecosystem. What are some things that are in the ecosystem is what we're asking. So is it safe to say then here we have a variety?
Yes.
Variety of what? And this is the one word that you all try to give me for community. Huh?
Habitat.
Good. Variety of habitats.
That's a girl.
And ecological. Ecological processes in the biosphere. So that we have a whole bunch of, basically the same, we have a whole bunch of different animals and living and non-living things working together, doing all of this work together. That's what the ecological processes are. They're working together continuously to create our biosphere. It's all working together. And everything's working. That's ecosystem diversity. Variety of stuff working together. Got it? All right. Species diversity. Go ahead, Hernandez. Variety of animals where? In an ecosystem. Can we say in an area? Because we're just talking about species diversity. Okay. So variety of animals. And we can put animal species. Because it's not always just animals. Because we can look at species of plants. Genetic diversity. Who had that? All right, give me something. What's that difference, that word we've been using? What's that word we've been using? That we started each one of them off with? Variety. So we have here a variety of what? Who?
Characteristics.
Okay, so we have a variety of characteristics. What did we say? What did you just say? Somebody said it. Traits. Where? Where is this information at?
In an area.
In a species or, so here we're just looking at this genetic diversity, so we're looking at a variety of characteristics of traits in the living things.
Okay.
Everything's not the same. We're looking at genetic diversity. Every organism is not the same. We're looking at species diversity. There's various species. We're looking at ecosystem diversity. There's various different living and non-living things, and everything builds up from here to there. Now, I'm going to give you your homework. Your homework is not due until Thursday.